It doesn't sound like a good time. It sounds like a argumentative.
For you.
No, but it's positive argumentation.
Okay, we're going somewhere.
It's not boring.
Do you speak any local language?
Hell yeah.
Okay. What local language do you speak?
Ninja is not a language, right?
It is a language.
No.
Chitondushinyanya ngate language.
Because
It's
no.
Okay. Oh no.
It's not.
November. So you wanna kwataka fuafua.
Yeah, not
Me, I speak Bemba.
You know,
She's Bemba.
She is Bemba.
I think so. She has some Bemba in
She
it.
tell you she was Bemba?
Warrior.
Yes, I'm Bemba. Why did
You just want to fight.
So anyways, let's start this interview like this. Earlier, me and Ethy were having a conversation, and one of the things Yetis Takambapo was Vambiri ba Bemba. They always get married to people from the East.
Okay.
Most of them.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, so Ethy's reason as to why that happens is because the Easterners are very like
Right.
yeah, which proves our point that most times.
Well, they didn't get married though. But they hooked up real good.
Yeah, it's the hookup for me.
It's a good for me. You guys say, let's get straight to the interview.
we want to know every time we get into these spaces, one of the few things that we want to share is the story of Bombshell from before people got to know her.
Okay.
And so one of the first things, I always want to know, Bombshell in grade 7, her and her best friend, where are they and what are they talking about?
Grade 7. I'm talking about being a rapper, being on TV, wanting to be on a billboard, wanting to be on a cover of a magazine, talking about going like sky high, being a star. Yeah, and probably my friend is talking about being a doctor, that stuff. And I'm like, okay.
Is she a doctor though? Because you seem like you've achieved everything. When I'm driving through certain areas, I see you drinking water on billboard. So I'm like, with what you're telling me now, I'm like, you did achieve that. Did your friend become the doctor? Japa Radio.
Japa Radio. Tuaranda sana tuwapanga na ma mistake.
It's okay.
Anyway, in kuzwa kwanga, you know how it is, like Penenzo Kura family yanga once in my very educated people, Makuma school. So I there was never a time Penenzo school, Penenzo kamba kwa team nonkara lawyer or what. Everyone zanga once nonkara kamba lawyer, teacher, nurse, what. Nenzo ziba che life yanga na team funa hapa funa kankalisha be musician. Hello kura na ma uncles wanga wenzo konda rap music maningi. So kuambia che kufana. They mentored me. Nezna vanti vanga wenzo kundonivinisa. Nikaona sharamwana shinazimanga kachitengina kutama dance ya sharamwana and kuchoka che kufana. I just had that thing every time I went nikaenda chape kuma function nizamba kuchita tuzamo kala vantu onse vazamba kutamba or something nezevensoni unaona. So for me kuchoka che kufana nizoziva apa change nonkala I just want to be somebody, a star, that's all. Then nizofuna kwasira
Tend to come about discrimination.
Yeah.
I think the discrimination of mwana way of no stature vosiana, because like from what you're saying, it's like mwenzewa you're coming from a very good educational people that are very educated.
Yeah.
And then you now are popping up with people that you have to look up to, like Ubalangana, these guys are doing educational things. But for you, all you're pointing at is things that you maybe see
different direction.
Your uncles do maybe half the time.
Yes.
Because the rest of the time, let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Kwenzeko Mateza was
Oh damn, yeah. Because we can't be from there and then to school. If you have been well poor, like honestly, I would say that like why if not Tapaso. But if you have guys was it is a school where in the studio. You can kara mustudio.
You're mkazi by then, no?
Mustudio.
Kara mustudio. Joan Vera. You know what I mean? Elo paja kudara nkumkana bwana since grade 12. Manje she tifuna decide that nzaka ndo studying achana. Imagine ambo ngene kama studio tamushitama nyimbo na wenikapuka when 5-4, you know what I mean? But inshoka bwera kunyumba inshoka bisa. So I was on a leave once. Mbele chabe kuli mapepa bwera msaine mwenda ku university next year. Shan. Anyway kanza chenga tunga maparento. You have to follow what they want. So tina saina hataenda na kuma school.
Wasn't it it's just joy off here, you know what I mean? Ku join a field that is male dominated.
I don't know. I've always been this child from the time I was a kid. Like this is something I see in my daughter. Like nothing stops me. Like even way back, I used to say the Lord in my songs. Like even if they stop me, like I just keep pushing. Like I. So
I would love to find out the first real song you did on studio. You know, I don't know if you remember it in record and who you worked with and the feeling of it, particularly the radio or Lopa Filimba or anywhere else. How did that happen for you?
Okay, so quite a number of songs but the first ever song I did, the real one that played on radios and it was all over, was titled Bad MF. Yeah,
when it played on radio, title.
Yeah, that's way back, eh? Funny. It was playing.
Because I mean, I remember stories of Peter Senzagaze doing a song about a stalking. And it didn't play on the radio.
No, I don't know.
But Danny doing a song about John.
I think we had certain DJs that were so hip hop, you know, so they would play. And this song was with me, 5-4, Kapuka, and Boloman.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the only female on it. That song, there's some people even when I perform it today, they know it. Yeah, that was the first song that ever got people like hearing me. And now when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, that's how.
So this is working. Music is working.
But I mean, you're hanging out with all these guys that were, if you ask me at the time, because like, I mean, that's like the if I have it correct, the DMX Jay-Z era.
Exactly, because 5-4, Buloman, Kapuka sounded like Jay-Z so much. Yeah.
It was the Jay-Z, you know, and these guys represented that. 100%. You know what I mean? It's like almost like being a Yobali was like a thing.
It was huge.
And Kunkala Nama click, because I remember going to
we had clicks and all that.
Exactly. I remember going to the showgrounds.
That's the era I come from.
And Kawata had its own clique.
Yes, Kablonga, Matero.
Exactly.
And then the Matero boys used to like lead.
Yeah. But I want to know what type of, you know, when's them guys were watch. You know what I mean? Because like I'm listening to all these names that you're mentioning, I'm like, those were not very friendly people.
Oh my God.
Bombshell. What did you expect?
Students were dropping, I'm like, oh no, I mean, hey, don't.
Not kind people.
There was some other level stuff.
They
represented the stuff that we heard other people do, like, you know.
Gunshots?
No, not gunshots. That is just.
Maybe has gone in.
You said bad boys. Guns are bad things.
Yeah, let's talk about you, Kunkala, you know, Museko Mungaija. And I mean, if I'm a dad or a mom, I don't want you hanging out with such boys.
No, come on. They were not bad boys at all.
You know what I'm talking.
No, man, come on.
Okay.
No.
Either way.
Okay.
For my own protection, for my own daughter's protection, I'm just like, no.
No, my mom actually loved those guys. She was like, wow, these guys are so cool.
Okay.
No.
Was there ever a time, and the reason why I'm asking, I'll tell you why I'm asking. Was there ever a time when you guys went out to a party and a fight broke out?
All the time.
Okay, so that's why I wouldn't allow my daughter.
No, but then like I told you, I grew up with my uncles.
Okay.
And my uncles are much older than me. And they are so giant, like they're giants. They're so gangster. So for me, I was always around them. So having male friends has always been something for me.
Okay.
Yeah, like I always see a lot of male friends as my brothers. You know, they always probably cross the line and fall in love and do that kind of age, but nah.
Okay.
I grew up with uncles, so I easily relate to a lot of guys. And what type of a girl was I? I was a tomboy, so badly a tomboy. There's times when I come on.
It's like, oh, okay.
Even when I drop those pictures dressed in a whole tomboy, that's just me bringing back
that
what I
was
used to be.
beautiful if you ask me.
Thank you so much.
But mulera that mufumine ku family ya sambirira sana and they wanted you to be one of those office people, obviously some of them, and then no
100%.
Oh, okay. Which family and receive when they hear that this is the final thing that you want to do?
It was a fight.
Fight?
It was a fight, definitely. Like every time when you're sitting, at some point there would always be a conversation that was like, so if you're in Corona popped, like, so manje Corona kai ya yamba simzambo shita masho.
It's been 7 years, man, move on.
Mzaka sema mpesiko manchito kapenda mabanki.
Oh wow.
I was just like, nope.
We keep moving.
We keep moving. We keep
But
pushing.
what's the thing, Bombshell?
Uh-huh.
I mean, these are industries that all along we hear one or two people make money from. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm asking this question even for, maybe you can clarify it for those younger people that are getting into the industry, but they love it. But the conversation usually is, there's no money in this, there's no money in this. What was the drive for you? Because for a very long time, you kept on investing more business. Yarn was a brand.
Exactly.
Your music,
Yeah.
because you've been
For a very
doing
long time.
great videos, great clothing, great all sorts of things. I'm very sure that didn't come from the shows. It came from you.
Yeah.
What was the thing that made you say, you know what, I don't care whether there's no money coming in, but I'm going to put this money in?
It's about looking at the future. You don't look at today. Okay, so whatever you do is a plantation. It's just the same when you're planting a seed. It doesn't germinate right there and then. You understand? So in it, when I started doing those things, I knew that this is a seed that I'm planting, and obviously always involving God in whatever you do, because that seed needs to be planted. It needs to be watered, and God is the main water for that seed to be planted. Putting in your all and being humble honestly takes you a very long way. You start from the bottom. When you're starting, you gotta be humble. Even when you're at the top, stay humble. Nothing should change, which is a lot of people that get that twisted. When you're getting in the music, are you doing it as a hobby or is it a business? And for me, my family was, if you're trying to do this, you gotta remember that you're the firstborn. You are leading. You understand? This example of yours, it's either it's gonna be a failure or it's gonna be a success. So that kept on ringing behind. Now, I would always think about what I'm doing. How is this going to be in the next year? Worse off, even when I became a mother, now the whole ball game just changed. Totally, it was like a whole. Whatever I'm doing has to be serious. It has to make an effect. So that's why I take my job so seriously.
Okay.
Yeah,
so album out. Fumukazi. And I remember Olotwale Monefikope and the videos all over social media. Me and Cass literally it was a Fumukazi show.
Yeah.
We talked about it and we loved the theme of Fiamma African,
I didn't get the
I got the invite, but I was down.
I bought a Wakanda suit.
But it was automatic. If she gets an invite, she'll come.
That's what I was telling him. He just wanted cast. But I did cast.
Don't send a card saying to Mr. Ndani and then
No, me, I did. It was so sad I couldn't make it, but I was there to share whatever I can share to spread the word. Guys, don't make me look bad because I did. She's here.
Make it. I love you that much. That's all I'm saying.
So you've been planning. We move.
Okay.
You've been planning from
longest time.
I remember Nanguma posted chirichonse olo fumwale fwala anything if you're on social media chayale to represent fumukazi tradition na fimbi. I just wanna know why that direction.
Because to start with, okay, I'm gonna speak for myself personally. Growing up, African stuff just seemed boring. Even when you wear chitenge, it's like
family of a fimbi.
You know what I mean? That's based on me. And looking at now, African stuff has been embraced. But for me, I took it personally because of the way I used to see African materials. I found it boring. Like I just wanted like, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna take the Mfumukaziness and bring royalty to sexiness, Africanness to sexiness, because Chitenge was considered like boring. So I wanted to bring it to give it the hip, the hop, the sexy. Sorry, I don't know if I can use that word.
That's okay.
Just, so that even a young girl child can think, I can actually walk Chitenge. And look hot. I can put prints on my face because that's what our people used to do back in the day. I can put prints, do makeup and put prints and rock it. I've seen you do those things. I wanted to just embrace all of that. So call yourself an African queen. Embrace your roots. And for me right now, I am so rooted to my African. Totally. So that's one side of the direction of my album, but yeah.
Okay. Is the album receiving the attention that you imagined?
Expected, yeah.
I won't even lie to you, I was freaking out to this album. I don't know how long I started saying, drop it. I was saying, no, let's wait. No, because I was freaking out. I was so anxious. I was scared. You know how it is being in the industry for a minute, and every time you drop a song, people always judge it. They always, hey, why does she have a deep voice? Hey, her song is rubbish or whatever. I won't like that those things don't get to me, but they make me better. So now my album, I thought like, you know what, we are not just going to do something that's targeted for one market. We're going to do everything. Yeah. Anybody should listen to that album and relate to it. And Makonda Garindura, Makonda Bina Maragaton, had rap, you know. I wish you could put rap. Maybe the next one will have some rap.
Yeah, maybe. At some point, you were, I think, you know, I follow you from back. You were an old English rapper.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
And then, you know, you just came at some point and you did a song, and it's the same song that I talk about half the time, where I'm walking in the area where I don't think your song should be playing. It has no business doing there, and there's just too many people
just going like
the song, and I listen to it, and I pay. So now I'm paying attention. I'm like, okay, you know, I know that's Bombshell's voice, but then there's many bars that are just, you know, local bars, like you can relate. You're like, oh, this and this and this. Is it a strategic move that now you're like, yo, I feel like I want to be Zambian, that's what I'm going to sell to?
Well, you know, I feel like in the beginning, obviously, when I was too English rapper, it didn't really touch the corners of every part of Zambia. Because the majority of my fans are in the ghetto. And I relate with the ghetto. I'm not gonna lie. I love my ghetto.
How is that? I find that very, like, the ghetto is an enigma. But how is that? As you're answering that question, I also want to know, like, because I'm telling you, you do relate, and I'm glad you know that. But you know, if it means anything, I will let you know that you do relate so much with.
Ghetto.
It's very ironic for me because, like, you don't have no ghetto background, unless you do, that we don't know.
Okay, so I'm that type of person that I can fit in anywhere, because also of my growing up, the way I grew up. Obviously, yes, I come from a family that's in the suburbs, but then you'd find when I'm at the farm, I'll go chill with the helpers. And when I chill with the helpers, I would still relate with them and just like kick it. I'll never forget this one Christmas day. Everything was prepared at my house. Like, there was all the meals, whatnot. I just wanted to go eat the chicken by the helper's house. And I went and spent the majority of Christmas with them.
Wow, that's touching if you ask me. But I want to know, since what Bombshell ibashan ngawabu culture. I'm just so curious.
You're curious. Okay, so when I wake up, I take a bath, I get my data prepared.
Do you check if you're alive?
If I'm alive?
Nobody checks that.
No, like you just wake up and you don't grab your phone. Like the first thing I do is
I have a little mini me right next to me. So
that one. She also loves her phone.
Why you watch that? So the first thing I gotta do is her. Shayna, wake up. And she'll be like, oh, Mama, I don't know, it's good. And we have to probably have an argument or something. You're going to school. They're like, okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. She knows when that voice comes out.
It's on now.
No. She will even keep quiet and just perk her lips. So obviously, before we go too far, it's thanking God that we are alive. And say a prayer. Then now I get my daughter ready, take her to school, come back. I do a short workout, have my breakfast, and see what's going on in my day.
You work out?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. I want to get inspired. I want to be thin.
You still did.
But you're thin.
Yeah.
Wow.
You still didn't. Look at me. You still didn't answer how you ended up deciding to go the direction of running away from the old English, and also again, what does the award mean to you? At the same time when you decided to do something that the ghetto in Zambia was going to relate with, the world says, yo, we want to acknowledge you for your works. What does that mean for you?
What that means, first and foremost, I think it still hasn't clicked.
Na number. Bushomwale sta expected to mumka win.
With zero, man.
Why?
Zero.
Is it that you didn't believe in yourself? That
It's not about not believing in myself. I just felt like I let my people down so much. I used to feel that a lot. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, every time I drop a song, it was always people are like, she's whatever. Oh no, they know her more. We know her more of her pictures than her music. And I'm just like,
that's not true. There's someone who's known for that. Don't put it for record. We keep it moving.
Okay.
That's not true. You're not known for your pictures.
Not Bombshell, though.
Not Bombshell. In fact,
Somebody else.
I'll fight you in the comments.
Somebody else.
Somebody is.
I'm probably gonna write.
No, don't say. It's record. You're not known for your pictures.
Okay, yeah, all right. But no, there's a website
and your pictures now just works together with your music.
Well, there's a website that wrote that. So we moved.
It's a Zambian one?
Yeah,
We
Zambian. And do you know what's funny? After they wrote that, that's when that Google put up that whole chat. It's like, I don't know if there's somebody from the international report that just stays watching. Because right after that article, Basale Baba Google ati top rappers in Africa, and I was placed there.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, in your face, you know?
Yeah.
And then this award came after the Diamond TV Awards, and I'd lost the Diamond TV Awards, and I was there like this.
This was.
Who won those?
Who won? Any award do
In the categories I was on, there was Mampi. For the best dressed, Mampi. Best female was Towela.
Okay.
Who won?
Towela and Mampi.
In both her categories.
Oh, okay. So
we moved.
we move. She's looking at me. No. I want to talk about now there's streams. Boomplay is doing so much for Zambian music. Vesesani, now there are labels left, right, center, and so much has improved where Zambian music is concerned.
That's right.
But how come we have not yet had our own streaming website? Is it application?
I'm sure there are people working on that. Yeah, I'm sure there are.
I mean, I just want to know, right?
But is it,
are these platforms really helping?
Helpful, yeah.
Because when we look at all these other artists from my country's Queen,
yeah, those guys are flourishing.
When they talk streams, like when they say, "Oh, I have this many streams," they have a car and a house to back it up.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
They're owning a yacht, and there's girls dancing there in a dance.
Oh wow!
Right. That's not where we're going, but
we keep it moving.
Okay, we move.
I want to know, are these platforms as helpful to Zambian artists? All right, and as you're answering that question, I want to know, are these record labels also
helping
to the artists? The reason why I'm asking this is, people have no sense of respect for what the labels are doing and what the platforms are doing. But I want to know what you think.
Okay. There's a lot of questions. I didn't even answer the other one.
The first one is Shema streams.
No. There was the other question he asked, but we ended up talking about other things.
You and FBI are in a very good mood today.
No, man. So, no, you asked me about... You asked about me rapping in English and then
why you flipped the switch.
Yeah, I flipped the switch because I had to relate to my people.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So I had to do something for my people. And at the same time, I mix it up. It's English and Nyanja. So even there are people, I saw a Russian, I don't know, was he from Brazil or Russia, who did a whole thing on lockdown. And lockdown was a mix, you understand? So at the same time, as much as we are so inspired by the Americans when it comes to rap music, we need to remember where we're from. So that's the reason why I ended up being like that.
Powerful.
I've answered that question.
Yes, thank you.
On to the two.
Streams.
Eventually, they're gonna do big.
Now, we're talking now.
Now, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, for Mushira, Shemga, quarter 1 million, Shwakata, Ishushin Empire, like Munestation benefits
you as Bombshell.
You as Bombshell. Oh, what don't say at a super Boomplay or
I mean,
others?
your mom has built a house from Boomplay.
Oh yeah?
I think so, right?
No.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't know. Maybe I saw that wrongly.
It's hard for you not to know because you guys are signed under the same record label. But
I'm saying he just got signed recently, so back it up. Are we?
You came with Bombshell?
I'm going to back with that. Is that
now,
any space?
my question is streams for you. Are they of benefit? Is it something you feel like it's a good direction.
It's a great direction, definitely. Because even when certain people are trying to look at your name, they always look at your streams because that shows how much people are vibing to your music, you know. But also, those streams shouldn't put somebody down and feel like there's nothing happening. Because there's also that thing, there's that stereotype of because I have these streams, then my music is not good, and people get turned off. You know what I mean? Or no, because I didn't get enough views on YouTube. Oh no, then I'm not good. No.
Is Boomplay beneficial to you?
It is definitely.
Has it made you enough for the album? Because it's literally just there for anyone to just listen.
Okay, for Boomplay, I just got there. But with everybody that's been there, they've been feeling good about it, and I feel good. So far, so good. The way we've been working, and they're so polite. Like you can actually talk to the bosses, the main people. You understand? So they help you push your album. If there's been a way, I'd love to go to the offices. So I'm so high on Boomplay. Like I'm for Boomplay.
And the label, Nexus.
What was the question on Nexus Music again?
Are they helping you, or
is it something of benefit to you?
Yes.
And if yes, you know. Anyways, just answer that. I think I'll end there.
No, you can continue what you wanted to ask me.
The other question I was gonna ask is why are people so disrespectful towards people that, because like for me, the reason why I'm saying I'm going to use the word disrespectful is because for the longest time we didn't have people that said, yo, all you have is a talent, I have the money, I can, you know,
invest in you,
and then you can do this and this and this. The one thing I've seen though is despite some people, two people in particular, coming up and saying, I'm going to help you do this and this and this, what we've seen out of that is a couple other people coming out and saying, no, you know,
I was just affiliated,
or
some
you know,
no
it was just a 1 year contract, or da 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 da. I want your take on
it. That's mine, I can tell.
Okay, to start with, big shout out to both labels. I have no, like, I'm not about, oh no, I'm about this one, I'm about this one. For them to actually do what they did is a big deal, and God bless them for that.
Amen.
Because amongst whoever can go out there and say, complain about the bad, these guys still did something good, which has never been done in the music industry. So we should be grateful before we complain. We really should be grateful. And speaking on my label, I'm not going to speak about the other, because for what I've seen the others have been doing, they've been doing great. My label too has been doing good.
Amazing. Million views left, right, center, you know, it's an incredible thing to see that now, back to back.
Yeah, it's good. But as for Bombshell and Fumukazi, I push me. We continue pushing.
Okay.
We move. We gotta move into the news summary. We come back just after this.
Why do you think it's not gonna be a big thing anymore?
No, because like the time he came, he's the guy behind
I have my memory right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's got a brand new song featuring this guy Natu Dread.
Yeah, because he's done a couple other
what's
songs.
His name again? We had him for an interview. Yeah, new. No, one mbeko mashup ya Kadev Zambia. Delight.
Oh, Delight, yeah.
Yeah, the song dropped yesterday. It's amazing.
The reason why I'm saying that is because, like, you know, if you're an artist, the funny thing about Kuimba Manyimbo, and like, it's like if you come up, you gotta keep up that fire.
Nalikuwa music you need to maintain it and have a good communication with it.
And the maintenance
consistency
has to be not maintenance. So for him, he did a song recently with Slap. He's done a couple other songs again with maybe many Dope Boys and all of that. But you know, anyways, we still have Bombshell. Boop!
In the house, yo. Still discussing Fumungas and many more things.
But as we, you know,
conclude,
go to almost the end. It's not the end. I had an opportunity to, you know, chat with a group of, you know, guys, and we were discussing hip hop in Zambia and where it's going and the direction that it's taking. What would be the best picture at the end of your journey as Bombshell for Zambian hip hop?
What would be the best picture? Well, definitely to be global and just have our country on the map. And if I could, at the end of my journey, have Zambian artists be united, that would be great.
Okay. You think we're not united?
Nah, I don't think there's much of the unity. There's too much hate.
Why Mwatonton can Chilefio?
Teo kutontonganya.
For Efiriko. Well. Money.
No, man, we just don't elevate one another. I've been saying this for a minute now, and I'll continue saying it. We don't elevate one another. It's like we're competing against each other, which is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense to be competing against each other.
What one point do you feel people didn't do that for you?
Do what?
One point, because then, like you're saying, we don't push each other up.
No, we really don't push each other up.
Can you give us one part where you felt like that?
I can't really point out the part that I felt like that. It's been quite a number of times that has happened.
Just give me one situation.
I can't even pick out the one situation, to be honest.
So
that is not fair.
Nah, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. You know why?
You know what I'm saying is
no, the reason
just. Okay, I'm gonna give one example. I remember back in the day when I needed connections and contacts for the Trace Africa, and a few people like really reached out. Obviously, I had a friend that helped me. Big shout out to her. The IC helped me. Okay. But the other people I asked before, it was so difficult for them to help me with it, which didn't make sense. Like
but they did have it.
But they did have it. Why are you stinging that contact? You understand? Why?
So, okay, so I think in relationship shakokas perfect or where hip hop. In many times they say they don't give much credit to hip hop music, especially in Zambia.
Yeah.
This is now getting better.
It is.
Why is it like that, or why do you think it's like that?
We are in Zambia a Christian nation, okay? We're gonna start by that, and I'm very Christian, so don't get me twisted. Not to push that.
Bombshell.
So, rap has always been associated to guns, drugs, sex, and all that type of stuff. So any person, like usually when they see rappers, they always think you're into that, when it's not the case. You understand? A lot of these rappers can talk about, hey, I got a 9mm, but that person doesn't even have a 9mm, but they just say it for the fact that it's hip hop.
Yeah.
But hip hop at the end of the day is poetry. That's how it started. It's about life. It's
rhythm
about
and poetry.
rhythm and poetry. What people go through, what life is about, the truth about life, the ghetto, the suburbs, the struggle, the rain, the backstabbing, loyalty, and it's big. Loyalty is big in hip hop. So if you're a hip hop head, you would understand to say hip hop is not just about guns and killing each other, but it's about loyalty, and that's why you find these people kill each other because of the same loyalty aspect. Hip hop, there's so much realness when it comes to loyalty.
So do you think it can get better?
It is getting better, time to time.
Yeah.
What
it's
else?
Definitely better from the time I started.
Finish between Gachita as in Mazambians, so that hip hop Africa pabila dunka. None.
Popena. Dunka. Dunka is great, man. Don't get it twisted.
Dunka is the shimmer.
No, it's shimmer.
Hip hop is the rice.
But now you find
I know what you mean. And you're right.
Yeah. No, but like I explained, hip hop is really related to just
if you
shan. But if you really get to listen, that's why so many people were shocked in my album that I just didn't talk about a specific thing. I talk about different types of things because that's what hip hop is about.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to know, man, what's the lowest Bombshell has ever gone to? And also give me the time you felt like the time you felt like walking into the house and reminding the people, I was right to go with this hip hop thing.
The music thing.
And you were wrong.
I actually haven't done that yet.
But
since you've said it.
Well, we know what successful.
No,
hey, I know.
Who's the big girl?
Come on now. You should know about this.
We keep it moving.
Yeah, let's put this where the TV is.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Funny
okay.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, you could give us your highest point up to date. And then give me the lowest that you've ever gone to.
The lowest is we're just talking about my career, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Because what we want to do.
That sounds so wrong, eh? Like what? Should I talk about?
No, I want to know everything. The reason why we sometimes even I really want to know the lowest of the lowest. It could be in anything. It's because there must be a girl child out there.
No, 100%.
Who's just not sure of what to do with her life.
She's a good rapper.
And then she hears your story. Not really a rapper, only on education and stuff.
Presenter.
Yeah.
Me, I'm forward.
Yeah, forward.
Yeah, it's delayed.
Yeah, sorry, delayed.
No, it's okay.
What's been the
You guys are
lowest
having a
of
very
my
sweet
life?
moment.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, the lowest of my life is when I remember one time, like, I went on Twitter and there was a tag that was happening, like where if you're listening to like rubbish music, tag an artist that you feel you're listening to rubbish music to. Somebody had like earphones in a dustbin. Like, which artist is this?
Okay.
And people started tagging me there.
People, not homo.
No. So when I saw that, that just got me so low. Like, but obviously, I'm one type of a person. I will not show it to people at my own time. I will look at it and I'll feel so bad about it. So when I got back to the studio, I went and I asked. This was so good. I told Super. I said, Super, where do you think I need to change my music, my outlook on music? Where? Because if people are tagging me to things like this, then maybe there's something wrong that I'm doing. You understand? So he was like, no, but for me, I feel everything you're doing is good. But then at the same time, if you feel there's something we need to do, then let's try something else. Let's try something like this. Let's try, eventually you're going to hit it.
Does social media opinions mean that much?
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm not going to lie.
I would say it's the lowest moment you're in.
If we're talking about my music career,
yeah,
we're not going to talk about my personal life. But there's a lot of lowest moments in my personal life. I'm a woman.
I feel bad.
You feel bad?
Like, I don't know if I'm going to let's settle it in the ring. Like, I feel bad, you know?
But you know,
I feel emotional.
All those things for me just make me stronger. Like, it always creates a stronger side to me. Another lowest time of my life was when I trended on the X Bus. And I saw that was now the first time that my skin just grew thick. I saw what people had tried. You know what happens when things are going good? People always come comment the greatest things. Even just in Saka July, the number of things people had to say about my outfit, that was crazy. But that was making me laugh though, because I knew I wasn't naked, so you know, that was funny. I was cracking with them like, hey, that's what you think. That was funny. Yeah. But then for that one, I wouldn't say it's the lowest in my career, but it just felt sad that somebody actually felt my music like sounded like trash. So, and then for me, when I saw that, it made me realize to say, you know what, and you've just motivated me. All those people that were tagging me motivated me, because I knew that this is no time to quit. This is time to actually get up and work my butt.
Yeah. Let's talk about the highest moment for you so far as we close.
My highest moment was obviously what's my highest? There's a lot of highs, eh?
I know.
There's so many highs.
Give me the best one, the one that you remember. One time we had Moses Sakala here, and he shared with us that at some point they went out to India to perform, and they were just there to perform, right? They were just supporting acts, but their act was so good that they told them they're going to perform on the big stage.
Nice.
And till today he says that was his greatest
moment.
You know,
one of my best moments. Obviously, winning that award, I found out at 5 a.m. in the morning. I still can't believe it till right now. Yeah. That's a great thing.
Nice.
Oh, what other? You see, that's why I said I have a lot.
Yeah.
When what are they called? It's really quite a lot, eh? I won't lie.
Okay.
To be involved with Guinness. Oh yeah, when Guinness reached out to me and they wanted my voice on that football thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, black is gold, black is what. Oh, that was huge. I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we want you. And I was recording with about 20 others from the UK. They were listening. There were people in the UK. There were others in Paris. There were others in Nigeria. Others were in Ghana. They were all listening to me talk and telling me, we love your voice. Oh my God, your voice. You know, and to be a rapper that was coming up and people used to say her voice sounds like a man. And here's Guinness wanting my voice to say black is gold. What?
I have to tell you this, right?
Yeah.
You are the definition of I have seen the dream and I'm willing to do what I'm supposed to do to make sure I get to the dream. The reason why I'm saying this is I still don't believe that you put up those billboards. Like,
yeah, I did.
Who spends all that money just to put up a billboard for a single?
Yeah, I did.
And I know artists that have big endorsements and none of them have ever done that for any album or single. I respect you for that. I have to say that.
That's amazing.
Tell you what, man. Thank you, Bombshell, for coming.
Before
For coming through. I was trying to put people into perspective and actually play the song, the Beg song. Because then you have to leave with that. Do you have any last words that you want to share with us?
My last words would be to every female out there, because I mean that's my dedication. That's why my album is titled Mfumukazi. Mfumukazi is for all the women. I want every woman to know that they're a queen. That's the reason I named that album Mfumukazi. Not just for me. It doesn't mean you gotta come from royalty. It doesn't mean you gotta look a certain type of way. You don't have to be a certain color. You don't have to be a boss chick or whatever. Whatever hustle you're doing, I respect you for that. You are Mfumukazi. Woo! Wow. Yeah, also a Fumu. Yeah, also
Fumu man.